What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Cardano. There's been some very interesting announcements in the last sort of 48 hours. So I'm going to go through the news along with Cardano's increasingly developed on ecosystem. Before I do, as always, I update my spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would smash it in this bull cycle. Wrong about Grin. Um, if you'd invested $100 into each one when I released the videos, you'd be in profit right now for $41,900. Adding your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on, 44.5K. I've held absolutely all of these at one point or another closed positions. I've done all of them in profit. Obviously not Grin. And reinvested that money into new cryptos. If you want to see the cryptos I hold, check out Copy My Crypto. My portfolio week in, week out has outperformed the market. My biggest holders are primed and ready for huge runs, and I've built this portfolio to maximize gains during this bull cycle, and some of the opportunities that these coins provide are immense for real quick short-term profit. And if you want to make those gains and build that wealth before a bear cycle, now is the time to do it. Once that bear cycle hits, the more money you've got to invest, the more money you are going to make in the next bull run. So click the link in the description and check it out. Right. Where to start? Cardano. Right. Let's start with Dish. So, Cardano, excuse me, by the way, I've got a cold. Cardano partners with Fortune 250 company Dish Network. Now, this is an enormous announcement because we've not seen a top company getting into crypto in this way. So, this is a real exciting opportunity. Now, Charles Hoskinson made the announcement with the CEO of Dish there. He said, I'm excited to announce that Dish and Input Output are entering into a strategic collaboration to build blockchain services and to make blockchain a core part of our network and consumer strategy. So that was Chris Ergen, who is the CEO of Input Output. Now, the biggest thing is Hoskinson was saying that, which is very interesting, little tag on to what he said. So Cardano blockchain is to help provide digital identity services to Dish customers. He stated, ultimately, the collaboration is going to be both innovative, safe, and suitable for the customers and regulators of this industry. The partnership aims to bring regulators. Did you notice that? Regulators of this industry. Charles Hoskinson is well aware of the kind of stuff that the SEC have been doing. He's well aware of how crypto will inevitably be regulated, and he's preparing for that. They've done everything in such an academic way. It's meant slow development in many ways, or slow progress, but now we're sort of seeing the fruits of that labor. This is massive. So the partnership aims to bring in the telecom industry to the blockchain. It's the first collaboration of its kind, and should be really bullish in terms of adoption for Cardano. Cardano has a ton of development at the moment. Since the launch of the smart contracts, over 200 smart contracts have been listed on Cardano's blockchain explorer. He said, this is the kind of deal I can imagine in a decade horizon will involve hundreds of millions of people, if not billions of people. Deeply passionate about it because to do the things we like to do as a company, which is to bank the unbanked and connect the unconnected, makes this a tremendous challenge. Now, over 19 million people use Dish Network. That's a hell of a lot of people. That's a lot of consistent users. That bodes really well for Cardano adoption. And like I say, first announcement of its kind. It's certainly going to bring eyes to Cardano. Now, in other news as well, Cardano has launched a partnership with Coty to enable DeFi stablecoins. Now, so Coty previously partnered with Cardano stablecoin hub ADA to bring decentralized stablecoin payments to ADA Pay. But now a new stablecoin is arriving on Cardano blockchain to provide a tool for DeFi operations and avoid transaction fees. So Cardano's payment gateway provider Coty will be the official issuer of DGED, a new DeFi-focused stablecoin for the Cardano ecosystem. So this was announced yesterday, or well, Sunday, at the Cardano Summit. And according to DGED's research paper, its stablecoin protocol will behave like an autonomous bank that buys and sells stablecoins for a price in a range that is pegged to a target price. It will operate by maintaining a reserve of base coins while minting and burning various other stable assets and reserve coins. He said it appeals to a new audience at a time when the industry is already experiencing astronomical growth. Can't disagree. Defined it as a game changer in the crypto industry. Since then, obviously, Coty has had a pretty good run, actually. I think Coty's up about 14% today, which is pretty good given that the market's currently going through a retracement. Now, when you look at the potential here, so the DGED stablecoin is going to be integrated into DeFi systems. Cardano is looking enormous. So Cardano's ecosystem right now is absolutely massive. I'll just show you. So, before I get into just showing the ecosystem, Cardano have received 100 million from Emergo to fund DeFi and NFTs. So Emergo is the commercial arm of Cardano, and they're investing 100 million to finance the startups. The aim is to accelerate the development of the Cardano ecosystem. Emergo has already invested in several Cardano projects, including the Ethereum virtual machine compatible sidechain Milkamida. Since launching, the project has tried to has made focus on ecosystem development, and this 100 million could be a massive thing in terms of pushing forward on DeFi, which is such a the room for growth in DeFi is enormous. And if we actually look at the full ecosystem now, it's enormous. It's absolutely staggering. So in terms of DeFi, you've got some really interesting stuff like Sunday Swap, Polyswap, Finance, and MinSwap, and Cardano, obviously. And this DGED coin will be probably interwoven into a number of these dexes, which is going to be really interesting. The launch pads are obviously now up and running. They've got OccamFi and CardStart, the two probably most well known. But the biggest section of growth so far, NFT and gaming. NFT and gaming is the one I have consistently said for the last year is the sector that is, particularly gaming, is the sector that is going to experience the biggest growth over the next 5 years, almost certainly. Gaming and artificial intelligence are the two areas that are going to explode over the next 5 years. And Cardano has a huge role to play in gaming. It's involved with SingularityNet. SingularityNet is a very good AO marketplace, effectively. Yeah, bodes really, really well. Really, really well. And this is all in the space of just a couple of months, really small amount of time to have so many different cryptos that are starting to build and develop on Cardano. And the future for it looks exceptionally bright. Keep an eye on the oracles as well. API 3 is one I've discussed in the past that I thought was really good. Its price action hasn't been reflective of the quality of the project. So I'd be keeping my eye on these oracles, because what we know as well is when Chainlink starts pumping, we do see oracles gain some growth, and the smaller cap oracles do often have some significant growth. But right now, it's really exciting to see what they're doing. Huge lending developments, synthetic asset developments, derivatives. We've got matrix swap, and like I said, the DEX that are all up and running. It bodes really well, and that DGED coin is going to do something is going to be an integral part of that. So make no mistake about it, Cardano will run, but Coty may end up almost certainly will end up breaking into the top 100 just off of that partnership and that development. But yeah, the future looks very, very bright. And during this bull cycle, Cardano as a $10 coin would put it at about $320 billion market cap. Seems very achievable. Very, very achievable. I think it could go far higher than that. But with long-term perspective in place, Cardano has developed partnerships with governments. They're doing work with governments within Africa. It is well within the realms of possibility that Cardano will inevitably be a $1 trillion coin. Probably not this bull cycle, but the next one, for sure. For sure, because because they've done everything right. They've never launched anything that's crashed their own network, which Ethereum has multiple times. The fees on Cardano are very, very minimal. And if they can bring banking to the unbanked across the world, there's no reason Cardano isn't going to grow at a staggering rate. But it's very, very exciting to see. Very, very interesting to see. And like I said, in terms of cryptos to keep an eye on, I would definitely be keeping an eye on these oracles within the Cardano ecosystem. And I would definitely be keeping my eye out on these lending platforms, because the lending platforms are going to run well. Liquid looks very interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, that's it from me. Cardano is just making some serious moves. If you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my live portfolio. I share, I've built this portfolio to maximize gains during the bull cycle. I'm sure you've all seen the news about the hamster that's doing so well in trading. My portfolio is massively beating his, massively. So if you want to make those gains and you want to build your wealth before this bull cycle ends, so you've got more to invest during a bear market where you can invest smart, invest long with a long-term perspective, you're going to make life-changing wealth. So take the opportunity while you can. That's it from me. Take care.